Today I'm going to go over a new version for powerful threading for Unity. It includes new coroutine specifiers and a function that allows you to stop a thread by name. Let's go have a look at it. First thing I'll show you is the coroutine specifiers. We've got GameUpdate and GameFixedUpdate. Passing these to a coroutine will enable the coroutine to wait until the start of the next update or GameFixedUpdate and then continue executing the past function. Previously we could do this with a regular thread, but we would have to encapsulate it inside a while loop. Now we can just declare it as a regular function. Let's go take a look at it and see how it runs. If I pause the scene, we can see the amount of calls for regular update are the same as the coroutine's update, and same for fixed update and the coroutine fixed update. The second thing I want to show you is the stopping a thread by name. Here we have the example script from a previous video where a coroutine called loop will start and it will loop through a number of times, printing out looped. And then after that we'll have a array reverse, which will take an array, reverse it and print it out, and it waits for thread loop to finish. So if we run this, we should see pretty familiar output. As you can see, when looped finished, the second thread started and printed out the array. Now what we can do is stop the thread loop, and I'll explain what this while loop does in a second. And then once that loop thread is stopped, array reverse should start. Save it. There. Looped only made it through once before it was stopped, and then the second thread could start. Now this while loop, what this does is the function StopNamedThread will return false if the named thread does not exist. Now how threads work is when you specify a new thread or create a new thread, it'll be a small time delay before that thread is actually registered in the names collection. And what will happen is, because the main thread, which is executing all this code here, may get to this function before the thread loop actually exists. And if we didn't have this inside a while loop, what could happen is it'll call named thread, nothing will happen, and then it will continue on as if we didn't call this at all. Putting it inside a while loop with an exclamation mark at the front will continually call StopNamedThread until it finds a thread named loop, and then this check if exit here is to simply break the loop once we quit the game. And that's just a safety measure to make sure that we will stop loop regardless. If we know that there will be a thread called loop, we can safely put it inside this while loop here and we'll know we'll get the same result every time. So that's it for today. That's all I wanted to show you, and stay tuned for more videos.